For my lesson 3 interview, I have to make a program that creates a circle class with constructors, getters, and setters, and use the class to create circle objects with radiuses of 1, 10, and 100, and display the area of each circle. So we start with our header, which is the IO stream, includes the input-output library stream, and then we define the constant for pi, declare a constant double called pi, and initialize it to 3.14159, which we'll use in the area calculation. Then we define a class called circle to represent a circle object, and we have a private access specifier, which is only accessible within the class. So we declare private variable radius double type to store the circle's radius. Then we have a public access, which is accessible from outside the class, and make the default constructor initialize to 0.0. So we define the constructor for the circle class, and then initialize the variable to 0.0. And we have a parameterized constructor where we initialize the radius to the given value. So we define the constructor that takes a double parameter r. And then we set the radius variable to the value that's given in r. For the getter radius, or for get radius, getter, we return the radius value. So we define a constant, and it returns the radius as a double. Private radius variable. And then for the setter, we set the radius to the given value. We have a setter function that takes the double parameter r and returns void. And then we assign the value of r to the private radius variable. And then we have our main function. Here we create our circle objects using the parameterized constructor. So we create a circle object C1 using the constructor with the radius 1.0. We do the same with C10 with 10.0, 100 for 100.0. Then we display the area of each circle using the getters. The getter for C1, we calculate the area and the squared radius from the getRadius function, and then we display the area. We do the same for C10, C100, and we separate them, or we start a new line for each one. And we return 0 to successfully execute it. So we'll run it, and this is what we'll get. The decimal is moved twice to the right for each line.